This time on Modern Explorers, how to make use of fear.
I have a lot of fear in the things that I do, and I believe that fear is what brings the joy.
The Modern Explorers have emotional reunions with some of their family members.
And it is very emotional to see Jokke's dad asking for some answers, because he is out there worried.
Niccolo invites Espen to his home island of Sardinia in Italy.
To take him in my home island and blow his mind.
Jumping above the Mediterranean.
To do what nobody else has done before.
A world unknown. 3 friends, 1 drive. Explore the limits of human potential. Welcome to Modern Explorers.
Previously, Jokke, Espen, and Niccolo traveled to the north of Italy, to Monte Brento. This is a cliff which is perfect for training and for people with special needs. Like Jared, a friend who was paralyzed after a fall while jumping.
Broke my back and tore up all the kidneys and lungs.
I think that Jared himself partially feels that he is a burden, but he needs to understand that he is the opposite. Because he gave us, the people around him, his friends, an opportunity to help him.
The weather can be a difficult thing in Monte Brento, which caused some debate between the Modern Explorers.
History repeated. It's always like that.
Yeah,
You're like, no, it's not a good idea, man.
The weather here changes like that. It was literally blue sky and perfect weather an hour ago.
In northern Italy, the time has come for Niccolo to push himself further than ever before. In true Modern Explorer style, he'll be challenging himself and pushing the limits of extreme sport beside Espen and Jokke. Together, they create a perfectly balanced team. True friends in good times and bad.
When you're doing it together with someone, you have this this atmosphere that is more in the sense of like a sharing something, an adventure that makes you excited.
The build up, you know, that you're talking about it and you're like, frick, it's gonna do that. Yeah, but there's that, I'm not sure about this, the risk is this. But frick, dude, if we do that, that'll be so sick.
Also the fear, you know, because not everyone is super excited. Maybe someone are a little more nervous than the others.
It's all about sharing that experience. If you don't share that experience, at least with one, you need one.
So all the emotions that you have gets amplified because there's more emotions in the room. And
if you're by yourself, I don't know, for me, I'm not the kind of person that likes to be by myself and do something that's extremely risky and dangerous. For what, you know what I mean? It's all about with another friend, and then after, because you relive it, you know? And you can be like, dude, how sick was that? Dude, how rad was that?
Niccolo Porcella has always been into more radical sports. He taught himself cliff diving and big wave surfing. Espen Fadnes has been surrounded by mountains his whole life. He got into base jumping and wingsuit flying before hardly anybody else did. Jokke Sommer, also from Norway, has performed in many online videos and commercials. Now in Brento, it's time to get to the cliff.
I'm gonna try out my shoes. It's finally time to jump. Yeah, we're stoked. It cleared out 100%. We knew it. We're like, okay, we gotta let this go by. It's okay. The mountain is not going anywhere. The weather is gonna improve for us. It's awesome. We're super stoked. We're excited. Let's go jump.
For Jokke and Espen, this cliff in Italy is a nice location, but not really a challenging one. However, it's early spring and a nice start to the jumping season, and a decent place for Niccolo's mission.
the good thing about Brento is that it's a cliff that is very forgiving. It's a very good place for beginners and people who wants to learn to base jump. It's a very good training center. It's a safe place to jump, which is why we decided to go to this specific spot, because Niccolo is an up-and-coming wingsuit flyer, and we need to be able to have him grow in a safer environment, and that's why we chose Monte Brento.
Today, a visitor will be at the landing ground. Jokke's father, Reinhard. He is traveling in the area and here because of Jokke's birthday.
He's more a businessman type of person and would probably be more happy with me just being in an office. He loves what we do and he loves watching it. And sometimes, like, even though it does scare him a little bit in the sense of, you know, the risk and everything.
I'm proud what he's doing because he's doing it very well, but it's also, you never can be 100% sure. That's the bad side.
I think about it a lot in the sense of self-reflecting, mostly on my parents and stuff, in the sense of a risk of us losing our lives doing what we do.
It's very, very emotional and scary also. All the time you think, I hope nothing happens.
He's very proud of what we have achieved in the sense of being able to fly and being able to actually make a living out of it, because he's a very business-minded man.
Time is going fast. He was about 23 when he starts to get his skydiving license, and then he started immediately with base jumping.
I took a degree in graphic design and realized that me being in an office didn't really work for me. You know, it was kind of slowing me down. I was constantly dreaming about what I was going to do as soon as I got out of the office.
You have no choice anyway, because if I would told him you're not allowed, he would say I would do it anyway. So that was the only way.
So we're fired up, boys, huh? We're here, top of Monte Brento. Look at that. You can see Garda Lake, beautiful Arco. It's a little hazy. You can see some sun over there, so it's actually one of the most spectacular times of the day, I would say.
The conditions are good, so base jumpers crowd the cliff. But Niccolo must block out all distractions to focus on the mission, leading a three-way jump for the first time.
This was another little dream come true to be with my two heroes that I've been looking up to. Now it's about like, hey, let's do a three-way together in a tight formation and do a little line, you know?
We want Niccolo to learn how to fly lines and to be able to do aiming targets in proximity lines, and to show him pretty much how it is to be in the lead.
And that responsibility and to fly a line like that has been a dream for Niccolo for years. He got into base jumping and he wanted to use wingsuit fly, but he had to go through a couple of seasons without the wingsuit to get the skills. And now he was ready for the next step. He was ready to fly with all of us, lead it, and do well.
Base jumping and wingsuit flying are amongst the most dangerous sports on the planet. And every season, people die due to their passion for flying. The conditions to do a safe jump are clear, and these modern explorers obey their own rules. Concentration, not being distracted, checking others' gear as well as their own gear at regular intervals, being sure about the winds, and never, ever jump when there is even the slightest doubt. This morning, the first friend to jump is Simon, who is also from Norway and who goes base jumping and wingsuit flying as a hobby. Simon aims to perform a gainer, which is a kind of a backflip right at the beginning of the flight, when the pilot is close to the wall.
The risk on a backflip is if you're under-rotate, which means that you're not rotating enough to make the whole circle. Or over-rotating as well, which could lead to you ending up on the wrong body position, maybe facing the wall. And it's kind of like an airplane. So an airplane will take off from the flat, goes up. Here we do the same, but the runway is vertical. So when you do a backflip, if you over-rotate and you go a little bit too much, you're gonna lose speed coming out of the transition. But if you, for example, do a slow laid-out gainer, you go like this, and then on the way down, you're now starting to pick up the speed for the flight that you used to pull out.
A normal jump is rather straightforward. With a gainer, it's really different. Immediately after the jump upwards, you have to bring your legs forward while bringing your head and upper body backwards. Simon will perform the gainer without a wingsuit, giving him some more balancing power with his arms.
3, 2, 1, see ya!
Simon can be satisfied. His first gainer during a base jump went well. Now, it's time to enjoy himself and make a safe landing. Simon's jump is almost done. His friends Jokke, Espen, and Niccolo are preparing some 700 meters higher up. Just like Simon, Niccolo has a challenge to perform something for the first time in his life.
If you are 3 people doing a base jump together, where you're gonna fly relative to each other, you have a leader, and that leader is deciding where to fly, the speed, the direction of everything. But that leader has a huge responsibility, because the people that are behind him, me as a cameraman and Jokke following Niccolo, we don't see where we're going. We only see Niccolo. So he is leading us into safety or into something dangerous. It is up to him. We don't choose that, being behind him. We just choose to follow Niccolo and trust him.
Now it was me leading the line and then having Jokke on my right side and Espen on the farther right filming Jokke and I. And it was, we prepared it, we've talked about it, we saw, okay, I'm gonna exit here, you're gonna exit here, Espen's gonna exit here, 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna send it.
It is harder to be behind because you have to fly relative to the leader and constantly adjust how you fly. But the responsibility is higher being in front. And that's how we work as a team. And that's how we choose to be safe or we choose to be unsafe.
It was awesome. I mean, I'm obviously focused on doing the line and wanting to make the boys proud that I did it with good speed, but not too, I want to make sure that we're all in a tight formation.
As we're jumping off, I can just feel that this is going to be one of the good ones, because I was so tight on the exit order with Niccolo, and I felt that I had a lot of energy in my suit to have the reserve that I needed to be in the spot. So he's coming in, and as he's turning towards the saddle and setting himself up for the line, I'm right in the right place. I'm right next to him, and I can just see that the shots that I'm getting on the camera is just gonna be so sweet.
The mission Niccolo has set for himself is not only to lead a 3-way jump in the right way, but to make it a close proximity flight as well. He will be flying dangerously close to the wall of Brento.
Everything is just going very smoothly. He's flying perfectly, not too fast, very good speed, safe, and we're just cruising around the corner. And we get the trees, starting to bust the trees, and I can just feel, I know what's going through his head right now, because he loves that stuff.
During the flight, we do not communicate. We don't talk to each other or have intercom systems or anything like that. We are 100% relying on the plan that was set before the jump. I just look at Jokke and Niccolo, and I trust Niccolo to fly and execute the plan as he's told us to. And Jokke is doing the same, and that's exactly what happened. We just followed through the whole jump, flying really well on the mountains on the left-hand side of Brento, over the talus, turning 100 degrees around again, flying over to the landing area, landing with massive stoke. It's a superb base jump.
The line is completed. Jokke and Espen are happy with the way Niccolo led the flight. Down on the ground, someone else also has a reason to be happy.
We land and my dad is there, and you know, you can't really ask for a better ending to a trip.
It was so cool to see him in that role, because I know how much he's dreamt about it.
That was special to be with Jokke and Espen, being, you know, there behind me, and then when we're under canopy, you know, we're all stoked, and then landing and being like, yeah, boys, and hugging.
That was so good.
We land there and everybody's stoked and high-fiving and the energy is great and my dad is there. And
Reinhard Sommer has come to see his son on his birthday, but concern for his son's safety remains.
Jokke's dad is expressing concerns. I know it's like that. It's not surprising that he is worried. I know my mom and dad are worried. I know that my sisters and brothers and friends think about me and worried that I will die. It's a worry that I put upon the people that care the most about me. It's a heavy load being a base jumper. It is the big downside. I get all the fun, they don't. They only get to worry. And it is very emotional to see Jokke's dad drop by in Brento and raising the questions up and asking for some answers, because he is out there worried that one day his son might not be there anymore. It's quite tough.
I'll remember this one for a long time, until we do it again, probably. And yeah, I'm stoked. We're gonna go celebrate right now. That's awesome.
That's awesome, dude. That was good vibes. Good vibes and people.
all the waiting today was worth it. So much fun.
The mission in Brento is completed. This is why the 3 modern explorers have come here this spring. It's almost time to move on to the next destination on their world tour of exploration. But first, a little party. It's Jokke's birthday, and with his traveling lifestyle, it's not often one of his close family members can be present. This is the last evening together. For the next couple of weeks, the 3 will split up.
I love this group so much. I'm gonna hit the road and hopefully see you guys, I don't know, Norway, Chamonix, where we don't even know where we see each other in the world. Maybe even China.
See you in the world.
Jokke will be heading to America soon. But first, Espen and Niccolo have a flight to catch.
We're going to Bologna Airport. And we have a flight to catch to Sardinia. And I think we're in a little bit of a hurry, but we're gonna make it. Because it says we're at the airport in 10 minutes. We just have to deliver the rental car and get out about, I don't know, 500 kilos of equipment.
But anyway, for real, right now I'm gonna grab the stuff to go there.
Yeah.
I love traveling. It's strange. So many people are always making it sound like this, you know, and for sure, sometimes it can be a bit heavy. It's a time a little bit to disconnect from your phone, from a lot of distractions that we have, and is like, it's when I read the most is when I'm in the plane. It's when I write down my goals and like visualize what I want in my life, and I get to reflect a little bit.
The trip takes the 2 friends to the Mediterranean island of Sardinia, a subtropic, almost undiscovered place for wingsuit flying.
Italy and wingsuit flying is the perfect marriage. You need to have cliffs. We want to have, let's say, 100, 200 meter vertical, and then kind of like a steep mountain. In Italy, we have a lot of that. I actually get a little bit emotional on the flight to Sardinia. Like, there's some times that I actually crack a little tear. I'm actually blown away that I grew up in the most beautiful place in the world. And Sardinia, that's truly what it is. I mean, I've been very fortunate, very lucky to travel and see so many different countries. And Sardinia is the most beautiful landscape, coastline, food. A lot of my family is in Italy and Sardinia, and we're very affectionate people. We just truly love each other, and we show the passion and the affection that we have for each other. And I personally love that.
Niccolo is reunited with his wife Jamie as well. She often joins him on these expeditions, but she couldn't make it to Monte Brento. For Espen, it's his first time on this Italian island.
For me, coming from Norway and stepping into the Mediterranean like that is special, because their culture of using the land and enjoying food and drinks and enjoying each other's company is on a whole different level than what we have in Norway.
We're here in Capitana, which is in Quartu, which is part of Cagliari, Sardinia, Italy. From birth to about 12 years old, we grew up here.
Yeah, this is where it all began. This is the little hill we would freaking charge down, dude.
Bicycles or skateboards?
Skateboard, bicycle, rollerblades. We would do a little ramp right there and just ba-boom! A lot of the stuff you see, Dad put me and my brother to work. We used to carry barrels of sand and prep the cement, make the cement. They had like a stem like this, and I would have my...
This is where Niccolo, as a young boy, started to chase the thrill of extreme sports.
In Sardinia, I'm kind of like out of the box, you know? The soccer is really big there. A lot of my best friends, that's kind of like what they do is soccer. There wasn't really anybody that in Sardinia growing up that inspired me to cliff dive at high altitudes, to kite at an extreme level, you know, and to surf big waves and to wingsuit fly.
And then they paved it, and when they paved it, it was, you know, perfect for skateboarding.
Exactly.
Bomb the thing. Yeah. And then...
As a teenager, his parents brought Niccolo to America, where he went to high school and fell in love with big wave surfing, but always stayed connected to his Italian roots.
Oh, Kirsten, huh? White wine for the sunset.
Yes,
Ain't that, yeah?
Okay.
The thing that's amazing is how it came full circle. And what I mean by coming full circle is that in Sardinia was none of that, and I had to go out. And now, beautiful base jumps are in my hometown, and I'm the one that I get to open them and be the first one to explore, and that blows my mind.
You got like a 180, don't you? Yeah. And so right there, it's a farm. We used to walk down, get the milk, get the fresh meat, walk back off. That was it's ridiculous.
Paradise, man. Looks so mystical with the touch of mist.
Espen, I'm stoked you're here at the property.
Thank you for inviting me.
I don't know what I did in my past life or what I'm doing, but I feel like the luckiest human being in the world that I get to have this island be my home.
Feeling like the luckiest person on the planet is great. But the next morning, Niccolo wakes up realizing he has to tackle something. Formalities he must take care of to make his global tour for modern explorers possible.
I want to go right now because I have to do the passport thing.
What's the problem with the passport?
It just has to be renewed.
Okay.
It expired, December.
All right,
So-
yeah, good luck with that. That's super important that you,
Yeah, I know.
you get
So
it done
I'm gonna
now.
go do this real quick.
Priorities, man.
Yeah, priority. Hopefully I'll be back here in half an hour, and then we can head out. I can hear you now. You're breaking.
Having a valid passport sounds like a basic thing for a world traveler, and it is. Soon after this trip to Italy, a jumping expedition to the interior of China is planned. Espen gets some time to himself.
We're in Cagliari, the capital of Sardinia. It's early morning. Niccolo is trying to figure out something about his passport and get prepared for China. And we're looking for breakfast.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
We're gonna find a cash machine, get some money, and spend that money on a solid Sardinian breakfast.
Organizing a breakfast as a morning mission is perhaps the better option. Niccolo, meanwhile, has figured out that he needs to organize a new passport photo first.
Can I have aqua water? And the Roma, the ensalada, Roma ensalada. The Roma with pomodoro and yeah. Okay. And the cappuccino. Mozzarella and tomato. Can never go wrong. Sardinia is beautiful. Very Mediterranean, narrow streets. A lot of people are talking, walking around like a semi-chaos. But I really look forward to get out of the main city and see the outskirts and the mountains and beaches and discover the nature that Niccolo grew up in. Yeah. All right, perfect. See you soon. Bye-bye. He has issues with getting his passport because he don't have a valid passport, and he's trying to get to China. He is offered to go to China, but it looks difficult now. And he's not necessarily doing it the right way. I got this issue, I got this problem, gotta go to China on the 20th, can you help me? Maybe, maybe not.
Jamie has offered to help with the passport. Espen has offered to help him with the online visa service for China.
When it comes down to computer things, I'm a bit slow. I'm not so quick, so it just takes me a little bit longer. Awesome. All right, done. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Are you going to China, man?
I'm going to China, buddy. Thank you. That would have been a little bit of a nightmare without your help.
Base jumping and wingsuit flying are almost unheard of on Sardinia. Niccolo made one short flight last year with another friend. So, with having legend Espen on his side now, he is ready to approach it more seriously. Niccolo wants to show Espen the cliff, to explore it for a possible jump the next morning.
God, and the sun, you know, the sun sticking out there in the shadow.
I was a water, dude.
So you and Michi, you came down here, you looked up and said, oh my God, and then you just went up.
Honestly, we knew we checked it out, how the landing area was going to be.
Jumping next to the coast looks great, but it can be a tricky thing. Wind is a dangerous friend for wingsuit pilots. Luckily, Espen is great at reading the weather.
It's called Punta Giradili. For me, it was like a dream to bring Espen there. Espen is one of the legends of the sports. And to take him in my home island and blow his mind and have him say like, wow, dude, like...
I mean, you're jumping above the Mediterranean. How many people do that? I've never done that. It's very rare. So it's gonna be special.
Espen is impressed by the cliff and agrees it has some great potential.
Ladies first.
However, it's better to make use of this early next morning.
I don't know. What do you say?
So, with a little time to kill, why not visit some of Niccolo's old friends? One of them has turned a Sardinian freshwater lake into a training ground for surfers.
We're at L'Oasis Cable Park, which is pretty much the cable park here in Sardinia, where it's really good for training for kiting, because you have a steady, constant pull. It's the cable, and it's a great workout on its own. It's just a lot of like power, strength, and explosiveness, and it's super fun. We have a couple boxes and sliders to play around with, and just to do straight flat water tricks. It's one of the best trainings. So I'm gonna go hit it up for a little bit.
I've never tried cable park wakeboarding, but today I will make history. Just wait and see.
So the cable park, it's as you can see, it's a cable that runs around with a rope, and it pulls you. I think it's about 200 meters that he has it set up. You're doing circles, and you have ramps and kickers that you can hit from either or direction. It's awesome because you have, like, you know, the crowd and the boys, everybody sitting next to you, cheering you.
You go for some new moves. You have to overcome a little bit of fear because you know you kind of are going for it when you know it's a strong pull. You got to build up some speed and you know use your board and have the pop and landing and everything kind of dialed. So it's pretty entertaining. Let's put it that way.
Based on my experience in life and you know training and all that, I think maybe he will completely freaking crush me, and that's fine.
The thing that's fun about this is that it's kind of a control environment in the sense that you see the water is really flat. This is the impact vest. When you're going for some moves and you know you're going to be crashing pretty hard, this is good to protect your ribs, your chest, your back. It just helps out a little bit, breaks the impact of the water a little bit. First day back in a year, I was a little bit out of shape. I could feel it was like, you know, I haven't been training on this as much. And so it's just grunty, like, rah, you know, you just get you have to hold that pull. And, but I mean, I felt, you know, I still had it. And I landed a few good moves right off the bat, so I felt pretty good. I'm not sure if Espen wants to go or not. The first time, everybody's like, you know, it's something new. Like this. Yeah. Yeah, he took off first time like a champ. That was Espen right there. Yeah, buddy!
È la prima volta in assoluto.
Boh, non lo so, così dice, però... Oh, è andato,
C'è una posizione, sa come è messo il suo corpo se si lancia in aria.
Quello è vero. È una iena lui, c'ha talento, Rick, you're doing awesome, buddy. Was that for real your first time?
Yes. But it was.
I don't believe you.
We all have having a hard time believing you.
Yeah, we just met Espen. He's really cool. He tried the wake skate first time, and I don't think it was his first time. Actually, he's cheating on us. Definitely, he went really good for the first time.
Remember, you bend your knee. Espen is doing insanely good for first time. We're having a hard time believing that that's his first. It's like one of those things, oh, it's my first time. But he's done it before because it's like, dude, nobody has ever done that good on their very first time. But if that's true that it is the first time, then he's one talented dude right there. You were too good for the first time.
Probably the surfing.
Yeah.
Really fun. It's probably super good training for wave surfing because you really get to work on leaning on edges.
And while Espen takes a break after his I swear it's true first wakeboarding session, Niccolo grabs the cable one more time. Tomorrow will be the day to explore the newly discovered wingsuit flying line on Sardinia and do the test flight session.
we're on the backside of Punta Girardelli, the mountain that we hopefully can jump. And we're struggling a bit to find the right way, the right road to start hiking. But it seems like we're getting somewhere now, and just gonna drive a little bit back and out this dirt road and start hiking. And in the background here, we can actually see the mountain. It's time to start hiking and hike until we see the Mediterranean and jump off a cliff.
Frick, it's happening. Dude, finally.
Sardinia is a rugged island with steep cliffs on the eastern coast.
Let's go here.
Hardly any roads lead to the coastline, let alone in these nature reserves, where a myriad of old goat herders' tracks form the only way to get to the edge.
These are basically wild goats, but they put the bells so that they can find them so they don't hide, you know? How rad is this, dude? What a beautiful little section, dude.
Niccolo has lured Espen to Sardinia with the promise of doing some exceptional jumps. Espen has known Niccolo for a few years, but was a little skeptical. Whatever happens, he knew it would be a new experience.
Most of the base jumps I've done has happened in inland, in the Alps or in the fjords of Norway. And this was my first experience of doing anything at the Mediterranean.
Before you're climbing, you don't see, and then there's a certain point where, ta-da, now you see.
It is just like those picture-perfect images I have from posters of go to the Mediterranean on holiday. The whole line of water is turquoise.
Like blue, turquoise, and all different shades from dark blue to lighter blue.
And everything below looks so tempting. It's like I just want to get off the mountain ASAP to come down there and go for a swim.
So this is your kingdom.
This is my kingdom.
It took a bit more time than the guys expected, but this being a test jump, no problem. The weather this morning on the east coast of Sardinia seems beautiful and stable. All the modern explorers need to do is find the exact exit point. And not every rock is one. Although Niccolo has jumped once before from here, Espen prefers to do some extra research.
It's spectacular. It's insane. And yeah, I'm just jonesing right now. I just want to get to the exit point and go jump, you know. Doing a little two-way with Espen is pretty much going to be a little dream come true. We're going to be tripping out. It makes everything that much more exciting to be with a buddy, a mentor, a hero, and then to actually show him my homeland and my exit is like, what's up, buddy? What are you thinking now? It's awesome. But anyway, I want to go to the exit point. I'll see you guys down there.
While the guys make sure they've selected the best exit point, wind rolls in from the sea and whips around the cliff.
It was no wind and really sunny and warm, and now it's cloudy and the wind is getting stronger. Yeah. Of course, that's a feeling that makes a base jumper feel a bit worried about the jump.
How's it looking there, buddy?
Huh?
How's it looking?
Okay, yeah.
It's pretty exposed here.
As suddenly as the sea breeze came in, it stops. With everything calm, Niccolo and Espen have the green light for the test flight. This is a moment most base jumpers get quiet, concentrate, focus on the gear, and project the line in their imagination. It is also a moment fear can arise.
Fear is one of the most beautiful things in life, one of the most important aspects of life that we all need to have. I have a lot of fear in the things that I do, and I believe that fear is what brings the joy, gives you appreciation. Because if you have fear, you have something to overcome. When you're flying, I mean, you're just blown away. You're just like, wow. The element of having turquoise water, having a coastline, you're blown away. It's like, okay, this is for sure the most beautiful place.
This test flight is the same line Niccolo and his friend did last year. By repeating this one, Espen and Niccolo want to check out the possibilities to fly other lines from this cliff. But first, they need to secure this landing.
Your canopy opens and now everything slows down. You're not in, you're now quiet, a bit more quiet, and you're able to now talk through the air, whether we're 20, 30, 200 meters away. Yeah, buddy, how sick is it? I mean, you're enjoying the whole thing when you're under a canopy, so you have, imagine you have a bird's eye view. The beautiful thing is that you're enjoying every step of the way.
Going for it!
And then you come to land and you're landing in this little Mediterranean, you know, vegetation, and the smell of the land, it's just like, it's just beautiful.
Was that awesome or what, dude? That's what I'm talking about right there. Oh, there was a little wind, huh?
It was a little bit of wind. It didn't matter really.
It didn't matter at all. I was diving down at some point. I was like, bro, this is like way too high.
No, it was perfect. It was nice, man. It was. I didn't have the feeling to really go together with you because we were so cramped in on the ledge.
Yeah.
But that's something we can work on. So I was just like catching up with you, then we put it together. I was looking at the tower over there, like, wow, this place is really beautiful.
It just trips me out, dude.
You gotta admit, dude, it's pretty insane.
There's one thing that makes this jump different from any other place I've jumped. The water. I want to go down there.
It's so awesome.
Woo. I've jumped a lot around for many years, but I've never jumped in like a holiday postcard place, because that's what it is, you know. For me, coming from Norway, I'm used to this really long, cold winter, and Norwegians, they often dream of going down to the Mediterranean in winter time and feel the heat, and then they go here to places like this, and here's the combination right here.
The combination feels good, so the mission to find new lines can continue. Next time on Modern Explorers, Niccolo and Espen browse the east coast of Sardinia further, finding good spots for cliff diving on the side. It's also time to get back to wingsuit flying. Doing this on a windy coast remains risky business.
Max glide, speed, and then we get one of those.
These modern explorers will not rest until they find their paradise.
I am ready.
3, 2, 1.
The mission is to find a line that ends on a beach on the next episode of Modern Explorers.